This is Leadership Beyond, your community of conversation.
But this is the first time in my professional career that everybody, 100% of us, are consciously aware we are engaged in the change initiative.
Yeah, everything. I mean, COVID caused us all to go through change, right? At the same time, but our experiences were so different.
Facing these unprecedented times in isolation is pure insanity.
Hi again, everyone. Great to have you back with our Leadership Beyond community of conversation. Tom and I are here. We've decided to start our first conversation series with the topic of reimagining human resources. A colleague of mine, shout out to Surrender Pan3, recently posted a question to LinkedIn, and I think this is very compelling. He stated, the role of HR is to deal with awkward employee situations that managers are too scared to deal with. Is it really that? And so I responded that I certainly hope not, Surrender, because that would mean that HR serves a transactional purpose, and we can provide so much more value in our insights of bringing people first and aligning that to business strategy. Tom, what do you think?
Well, I smile as I hear that. I love the framework of that question. I had a leader say to me, Tom, I would like to spend more time solving business problems and less time solving people problems. And I smile because most business problems are people problems in disguise, and you never solve people problems. Wayne Dyer once said, if you think people are the problem, you have to wait until they all go to psychiatrists before you get any better. And so if we could reframe the question, which is, how can we better align people issues to strategic business issues? It's an alignment. People problems don't go away. Anybody that has a family knows that. But they can be managed, they can be led, they can be dealt with. So we need to be aware of them.
Yeah, I think that's right. And you know, for so many years, HR professionals have been wanting that seat at the table, right? Have been wanting to show that value, and yet HR professionals get bogged down with that transactional work, dealing with the quote employee relations or the compensation plans or the performance reviews. And so now's the time to start thinking about and reimagining what HR professionals can bring to our business leaders. And I'd argue that it starts with, and you've said this before, Tom, in learning to speak the same language, to speak the business language, but still come with the mindset of people first.
Yeah, you said a lot there, Adrian, and I think you're dead on. And we need to be aware in every role, not just human resources, there is a functional and operational component, and we don't get rid of it. There is also a people leadership component, but formal human resources are the ones that are charged with both of those, actually formally and informally. So I'm excited about thinking about human resources in terms of people leaders and organizational operational leaders.
What an interesting idea to broaden the thought of, isn't the human resources capacity really the responsibility of all leaders in an organization? We could go on and on about this, Tom, but I think we should pause and we should invite some other thought leaders to this conversation. What do you think?
I think the time is ripe for that, and I invite people to engage this conversation and tell us how they see the challenges to, quote, human resources. in cultivating a leadership beyond and make this truly a community of conversation.
Let's do it. So stay tuned, everyone, for the coming weeks as we dig deeper into this topic.
Thank you, Adrian.
Thank you. Take care, everyone. Thank you for listening to the Leadership Beyond podcast. We hope you benefited from this conversation as much as we have. We invite you to join our community of conversation. Subscribe to our podcast on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Don't forget to sign up at aleadershipbeyond.com for free materials and updates. That's aleadershipbeyond.com. Join us in 2 weeks for our next episode.